In this video, we will be covering how to use the Borda Count method. So here are the basic steps to using the Borda Count method. Note that these first two will likely be done for you, but the step one would be find all like ballots, or all the ballots with the same ranking order. Step two would be determining how many points to award each position. Standard scoring of this would always reward 1 point to last and count up by 1 per position. The next step would be multiplying your row, which would be your amount of points per position, by your column, or the amount of votes for that position. Next, you would add up each candidate's total points, and lastly, you would rank from most points to least. The person with the most points wins the election. So one of the first things you're going to want to notice is, in this case, we will be using standard scoring. While that's generally going to be the case, there are examples where we won't be using standard scoring, so that's going to be the first thing you want to check for those. Okay, from here, we have basically put together a spreadsheet for the number of like ballots or number of ballots that have the same order. So in our first column, we have 4 votes that had A in first, B in second, and C in third. In our second column, there are 3 votes for B in first, A in second, and C in third. And then in our final column, there was only 1 vote for C in first, A in second, and B in third. From here, we just want to multiply our row by our column. And like I said earlier, we're using standard scoring, meaning a last place vote is worth 1 point. So third is 1 point. Second will be worth 2 because we're using standard scoring, which means we count up by 1. And then first will be worth 3. From here, we multiply row by column. So it'll be 3 times 4, and that'll give us 12 points for A. We'll continue along the top row here. 3 times 3 gives us 9, and then 1 times 3 will give us 3. Let's move down to the second place votes. These are all worth 2 points each. We have 4 votes for second place for B. 4 times 2, 8. 2 times 3 will give us 6. Then 1 times 2 will be worth 2 points. Let's go down to our third place votes, all of which are worth 1 point. So there were 4 third place votes for C. So we will give 4 times 1 point is 4 points. In the middle column, 3 times 1 is 3. And then 1 times 1 is worth 1. From here, we want to tally up the total number of points for each candidate, or letter in this case. So A had 12 points in the first column, 6 in the middle. So we're just going to add them together. And then 2 in our final column. We'll worry about the addition in here in a second. I want to go ahead and get all of our letters together. So in our first column, there were 8 points for B, 9 points for B in the second, and then 1 point in the third. For C, there's 4 plus 3 plus 3. So now we just do the simple addition. So 12 plus 6 is 18, plus 2 gives us 20. 8 plus 9 plus 1, that's 18. And then C will be 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 3 is 10. So these are already in order, but if we were to rank them, it'll be A in first, B in second, and then C will take up third. So let's go ahead and take a look at another example, and you might have noticed right off the bat that we are not going to be using standard scoring in this case. So it's going to be a very similar process to the last one. We just won't be going up by 1 for each position. So we have first place worth 5 points, a second place vote worth 4, a third place vote worth 2, which is where our jump is at, and then a fourth place vote or last place is still worth 1. So I've already written them on the left side of our margin, and it's going to be the exact same process. We're going to multiply our row by our column. So there were 7 first place votes for D. Each first place vote was worth 5 points. 7 times 5 is going to be 35 points. And we can continue along the top row once again. 5 times 4 gives us 20 points for B. 5 times 3 is 15. And 5 times 1 is 5. Let's go jump down to our second place votes here. So 7 times 4 will be 28. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. We'll go down to our third place vote. Note that we jump our 3, so we do not have a vote that is worth 3 points in this case. Third place votes are worth 2. There were 7 of them for A. 7 times 2, 14. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. And 2 times 1 is 2. Jump down to fourth place. Our last place votes, again, are going to be worth 1 point. While they technically don't have to be worth 1 point for last place, that is generally going to be the rule. So 7 last place votes at 1 point each. 7 times 1 is 7. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3. And 1 times 1 is 1. So once again, we're going to look for all of the total points for each number. So A had 14 in the first column, 16 in the second column, 3 in the third column, and 1 in the last column. We'll once again worry about the addition later. I just want to group all of our points. So B in our first column has 28 points, 20 in the second column, 6 in the third column, and 5 in the final column. For C, there's 7 points in the first column. There are 8 in the next column. There were 15 in the next column and 2 in the final column. For D, we're again just grouping them up. So 35 plus 4 plus 12 plus 5. So now we go ahead and do the addition once again. So A, 14 plus 16 is going to be 30, plus 3 is 33, plus 1, 34. For B, 28 plus 20 gives us 48, plus 6 is 54, plus 5 is going to be 59. And for C, 7 plus 8 is 15, plus 15 is 30, plus 2 is 32. And for D, 35 plus 4 is 39, plus 12 will give us 51, plus 5 is equal to 56. So now we just rank them in order of points. So in first place, we have B with 59 points. In second, we have D with 56. For third place, we have A with 34. And in fourth place, bringing up the rear, will once again be C. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any other math-related questions, please feel free to email them to me at aankrum.tutoring@gmail.com. Listed below are some of the subjects that I feel comfortable tutoring in. Once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.